Well, it's 27 degrees today in southeastern Pennsylvania in the middle of December, as it should be, but I did what any red-blooded American would do today, and I went golfing. But I mention it because look what my friend Martin sent me, my YouTube friend. Thank you so much, Martin. All you need is this little blue deal and your marker, and you got a Pearl Jam golf ball. How cool. Thanks for that, Martin. Today we are doing Got Me Wrong by Alice in Chains for lots and lots of people, including Jim Mannix, Doskoy, Zillakilla29, Adam C, Sick1 Weary 0425, Brent Mason, Pan Con Jamon, Justin Taylor, Nick Croce, and extra special super duper thanks to Mr. Raul Hernandez for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. Raul, thank you. And if you'd like to take our relationship to the next level, of course, the link will be in the description. Here we go. All right, I'm on the acoustic. You can play it on an electric. Doesn't matter. It's the same chords. I was learning it off the Unplugged album because it's easier to hear the chords when they're playing acoustic guitars. But the first thing you got to do either way is to tune your guitar 1/2 step down. So instead of Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie, you will have E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. I'm not as smart as that made me sound. I just said the string names and then said flat. But if you don't know how to get to detuned, I've done a video on how, and I will put that link in the description. Next, there's no way around it. There's many bar chords in this song, and the first one is G sharp. That is our root 6, meaning that the low note of the chord is on the 6th string. Major, meaning it's major, not minor. So it's the E major shaped bar chord. 4, 6, 6, 5. The next chord is E, which of course is this, right? But the next chord after that is F sharp, so watch this handy trick. If we play our G sharp, and then our E with the same fingers, because your fingers, these fingers, are in an E shape, just lose your pointer finger and slide it down to where, you know, E is, but instead of that, you got that. It's much easier to get back to your F sharp and back to your G sharp. G sharp, E, F sharp. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The noodlies before the verse for that section happen over G sharp minor pentatonic. So 4, 7, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 7. Do your thing. Doesn't matter, but if you want to make your solo sound just a little bit more like a Jerry Cantrell solo, you will throw the blue note in there, which is a flat 5th for our key. It's a D in this key, but in every single key, it's located in between the 2 A string notes. So there it is. And also 1 fret higher on the G string. The next part is another smorgasbord of bar chords. It's a D, sure, you can play D here, and then it's an F. Yeah, you could play F here. Do that if you want, that totally works, but we're gonna have to play a C sharp anyways, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play all the bar chords. I believe that's what they did. D is 5, 7, 7, 7, starting on the A string. D, same shape on the 8th and 10th frets for F. C sharp is the 4th and 6th frets. Then we need an A, which we might as well do here. That's our root 6 major bar chord on the 5th, 7, and 6 frets. Because then we're going to do a verse riff twice. So, D, F, C sharp, A, verse lick. Does the chorus. The chorus, which straight out of that pre-chorus is E, F sharp, A, 4 times. You can feel free to play open chord A, I'm just telling you what I think they're doing. Followed by F sharp, that chorus section, we hear some sus4 action going on, which if you decide to play it as regular old, you know, everybody loves it, A down here, that's easy. Just the B string goes up 1 fret. But we know they had an extra guitar player for that particular performance, because if you're playing the bar chord A there, you got to get that G string up 1 fret higher, and you can abandon the D string with your pinky, but then you end up with an A7 suspended 4, which, you know, isn't the most wrong thing in the world, but it's not particularly right either. And the other thing you can try to do is smash your pinky finger down, but then you run the risk of, that just sounded like a Who song, right? Playing a D chord by accident if you smash the B string down as well, but that's also not the worst thing in the world either. Or you could play your F shape, or you leave your E string open, leave your A string open for as much A beef as you can possibly get, and then you got your pinky finger available for that G string. That's a good way to do it. The noodlies for the verse section were in G sharp minor pentatonic, because the whole thing started on a G sharp chord, right? Well, the noodlies over the second chorus section happen over the A chord in the chorus section, and you guessed it, it's the A minor pentatonic scale, so same exact shape, 1 fret higher. So 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, and I heard this happen in the unplugged version. Here's a great place to start. Start on that 7th fret of your G string, just so you have your bearings, and then slide up 2 frets, and grab the 8th fret of that B string straight out of the minor pentatonic scale, right? Make them both 7s, down to 5s, and now you're in your regular A minor pentatonic. Do whatever you want, including your blue notes. Or whatever you want. But not in the album version. In the album version, over the chorus, noodlies is in C sharp minor pentatonic scale. So same shape, 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 12, 9, 12, because that E string 9th fret is a C sharp. Now you notice that that part sounds almost like an Allman Brothers solo, versus the rest of the solos sounded like a, you know, an Alice in Chains solo, or maybe an AC/DC solo, but this part sounds smooth and not butting up against anything at all. Well, that's the choice of pentatonic they use. But one more tip to make your solos sound just a little bit more like a Jerry Cantrell solo. Let's go back to our A minor. So 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8. The B string's supposed to be 8. Make it a 7 instead, and grab the G string 7th fret as well, and bend both of them. There you go. You hear that all over the place in the acoustic version of this song. And that's also where that came from, where we were doing... sevens there, right? That's why that. You can do that in absolutely any key. Minor pentatonic, it works to make that kind of a thing sound like that kind of a thing. Those are all the pieces to Got Me Wrong. Thank you all for that awesome request, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.